Linda, I want to personally thank you for your public service. You have maintained, and I want to make sure I get this number right, a portfolio with assets of more than $8 billion over the course of your career. And the investments that you've made, the way that you have stewarded us through some pretty challenging times as a community, and the way that you have, your steadfast leadership and advice and guidance is really so important to honor and recognize the sacrifices of all of our people who decide to serve and work for our county government, to serve our public in the way that they do. So thank you so much, Linda. I'm going to turn it over to the chair of our Government Operations and Fiscal Policy Committee, Councilmember Navarro, and then we'll read the proclamation for you. Councilmember Navarro.
Thank you, Mr. President. So the Government Operations and Fiscal Policy Committee has worked closely with Ms. Herman on every aspect of the county's retirement plans. And we are proud of what we have all accomplished together, going back to the extremely hard years of the Great Recession. We know that the Trust's top-tier investment performance has meant that less support from county funds has been needed. This has greatly benefited our taxpayers. The outstanding investment performance speaks for itself, but Linda has also joined with us in being among the leaders in focusing on environment, social, and governance issues, also known as ESG. Our retirement plans are complex and have many moving parts, and the GO committee has always enjoyed working with Linda to address them. Her expertise and her ability to understand the concerns of all parties have been a great asset. Her advice and her steadfast leadership has served Montgomery County very, very well. So I know that when I heard that, Linda was retiring, I was just like, what? No, it is hard because we get used to counting on the expertise and the incredible talent of employees like Linda. But in this particular instance, when we're talking about necessary funds to fulfill our commitment to our employees, I have to say that under her leadership, her stewardship, again, we have been served extraordinarily well. So I wish you all the best in your endeavors, and it has actually been such a pleasure. I will say on behalf of my Government Operations and Fiscal Policy Committee colleagues, but also the entire council, it's been really a pleasure to work with you.
Thank you so much, Chair Navarro. We are going to hear from Councilmembers Friedson and Katz as well, and then I will read the proclamation. Councilmember Friedson, followed by Councilmember Katz.
Thank you, Council President. Sorry, Madam Chair, we couldn't help ourselves in bolstering your comments. I just wanted to thank you, Linda, for all of your work. It's been a privilege and a pleasure to work with you and to have your expertise. And, we've been lucky to have that, but so have the residents of Montgomery County, so have the employees of our workforce to have a secure retirement because of your diligence and your leadership. And I just wanted to note, my previous job, part of my portfolio was the state retirement and pension system. And I can just tell you from a state perspective that Linda really has a reputation across the state and throughout the country, really, for her professionalism, for her thoughtfulness, for expertise. And when the 15th seat was established by the General Assembly in 2013, I believe it was, there really was not a whole lot of conversation and discussion. It was obvious who was going to represent a county perspective on the board. And that speaks to how fortunate we have been to have Linda here in the county. It speaks to how lucky residents are, and you certainly are going to be a significant act to follow. So thank you so much for your leadership. Thank you so much for providing us with your expertise, and we wish you well, and sad to see you go.
Councilmember Katz.
Thank you very much, and I will be very, very brief, but I certainly wanted to take the moment to very publicly thank a lady by the name of Linda Herman for all that she's done. It's been mentioned that you have overseen an investment of more than $8 billion And we probably owe you 10 billion thank yous. You have done an unbelievably good job. You have worked to reduce fees. You've worked to make certain that the employees and the former employees will have a good life because of the compensations that they will be receiving. And so on behalf of thousands of employees who have decided that public service was something for them, and because of that, you have given them something beyond their public service. So we thank you. And candidly, if there could be a term for an unsung hero, there should be the Linda Herman Award. Thank you very much, Linda.
Thank you so much. I'm going to read the proclamation and then Linda, turn it over to you to say a couple of words. First, proclamation of Montgomery County Council. Whereas in April 2004, Linda Herman was appointed executive director of the Montgomery County Employee Retirement Plan, and whereas MCERP is of vital importance to county employees, retirees, and taxpayers, it oversees the investments of assets for the county's pension fund, retirement savings plan, and deferred compensation plan, as well as the Consolidated Retiree Health Benefits Trust for the county. MCPS and Montgomery College. And whereas from 1999 to her appointment as executive director, Linda served as senior investment officer for the board, where she has been responsible for managing the investment programs for the county's defined benefit, defined contribution, and deferred compensation plans. And whereas under Linda's management, total assets have grown from 2.3 billion to 8.1 billion, and the 10-year return of annualized 9.7% ranks in the top decile of the peer group universe. And whereas, unlike the many pension plans across the nation that have suffered from lax administration and in some cases, malfeasance, MCERP has earned a stellar reputation in all aspects of its work. And there are several other whereases, but I just want to conclude by saying, although her leadership in shepherding the funds, which are some of the most successful public pension funds in the country, will be tremendously missed, we wish Linda all the best in her next endeavor. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Montgomery County Council hereby thanks Linda Herman for serving the county with intelligence, integrity, and innovation, and wishes her all the best as she begins the next chapter in her life. Presented on this 15th day of February in the year 2022, signed by myself. And congratulations, Linda. This is bittersweet for us, but we turn it over to you to make some comments.
Thank you for your kind and thoughtful comments. It's been a privilege to work with all of you. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I think it takes a great team to manage successful retirement programs. And I'm very grateful to everyone on our team, our dedicated trustees and staff, our expert investment advisors, the county departments we work with, human resources and payroll in particular, and of course, the county council. You've been a pillar of strength in these very challenging times over the last few decades. And I'm just very honored that I was given the opportunity to work at Montgomery County. Thank you so much.
Linda, thank you again. We'll never be able to thank you enough for all of your contributions.